This is day 2 of Iceland.
Hey everybody, we are at a waterfall.
It's day 2 of our Iceland tour,
And as you can tell from the horrible background noise, we are at a very loud waterfall. What was its name again? Well, let's just say it means a horse's name.
Faxa Waterfall.
Faxa Waterfall.
And we are gonna show it to you. It is one of the many waterfalls here in Iceland. They're known for waterfalls, volcanoes, glaciers, and so on and so forth.
And their ponies. I mean horses. Do never call them ponies.
And this is where it flows from the glaciers to the lake to the waterfall.
That is a waterfall. Isn't it?
So this is one of the waterfalls.
Oh, and just and this is the cliff. Suicide waterfall. It's super mossy here, by the way. Lots of moss, black trees.
It's a fun fact, guys. They actually built this staircase that you're looking at
For salmon. So basically, when they have to go upstream to go lay their eggs, they have to go up a whole waterfall. So by making stairs for them, it's way easier for them to jump up. Instead of having to go through this, they can go through this.
So yeah, the salmon have their own special staircase.
You know something else I just realized?
What?
I think it's too cold here for bees.
Oh. So we are at the Giza Field, and this is where you just have hot springs. So yes, what you are looking at is steam coming up out of the water. The water is heated like 80 to 100 degrees, and the geysers erupt every 3 to 4 minutes. Yep. If you look closely, you can actually see the water bubbling. So as far as your eyes can see, just bubbling geysers. All they need, I contend, is just some dumplings and banana and yam. And it's a straight pot that we can do right here. So don't forget the saltfish. We could cook right in these boiling pots of water. Yeah. Now that water looks so hot.
Hey everybody, so we're here at the biggest geyser. Well, I don't think it's the biggest, but like one of the biggest. And this one, this one just erupted. It was really cool, and one landed in my hair. Can you believe it? But another fact about these geysers is that when they are underground, basically heat from a geothermal vent or a volcano or just any heated area nearby heats up to the water or a point where it's overwhelmed and being trapped in the little hole it's in. And since it can't go left or right or down, it has to go upward, which leads to a huge explosion that we then call a geyser. And basically it's always really steamy, but it stinks like rotten eggs because of the sulfur that's all around it. And if you were to touch the water that's in the streams everywhere all around the geyser, then it's actually warm, not hot, which is weird because it's like super hot in there. But now we're waiting for it to explode again. So yeah, really cool experience.
So this is when the geyser is settled and calm, and then it erupts. It's boiling and boiling and boiling. Look at all that steam. That's a really good facial. And another one. So we just wrapped up our tour of the Giza Field. What else did we see today? So we saw geysers. Yep, exploding geysers. We saw waterfalls, lots of horses. Oh, these are so gorgeous, Kate.
Okay, I'm naming you Hugs and Kisses. You, milk chocolate fudge. You, dulce de leche.
I like her hair. I like her hair color.
It's practically.
Hi.
Oh, and this one is definitely going to be a tiramisu too.
Basically, and we were bankrupt, and then this eruption happened, and we got famous, and all of a sudden everyone wanted to come to some of the most common words uttered in the Icelandic language, "Tataratast," along with the word "jæja." "Jæja" has about 30 different meanings. So if you learn "Tataratast" and "jæja," then you're halfway to learning Icelandic. How the landscape changes quite a bit as we drive off, and Iceland's it changes a lot from coasts and into the mountains, of course, with the increase in altitude. So we typically have quite mild climates on the coast, cool summers and mild winters, so it doesn't get much below freezing on the coast. Occasionally, of course, it can go down to -5 Celsius, but in the winter time it's always just somewhere between typically -3 up to 10 degrees Celsius. So not always freezing, and often.
So those are all volcanoes or the results of volcanoes. Yeah. And the mountains here aren't very tall. They're very short.
Here, when the Vikings arrived, were these birds and flies and insects, of course, and fish. And they can actually cause some dangers on the road, and that's why I say they're the most dangerous animal here. We also don't have any predators or any other dangerous animals, so by default they.
So here's another waterfall.
Misty indeed. It's the big brother of the other ones.
Yeah, and I can feel the mist on my face. And look up there, Taylor. They have the glaciers with the ice on top of the mountains. You can even see snow on top of the mountains over there. And fun fact, those glaciers melt and come down into the lakes, and then come down into the waterfalls.
By the way, it tastes
Yeah, it does taste good. It's kind of nippy though. So, yep. Wow. At the power of these waterfalls.
Yup, and we may be late for our bus.
We're not late for the bus, girl.
How you know?
This is the North American plate, and we looked at the Eurasian one. So this is where the two plates are splitting apart.
Instead of coming together, which is really weird.
Yeah.
So they have a lot more volcanic explosions here than earthquakes. But it leaves really cool bumps in the ground that I think look like acme.
Yeah, but isn't it pretty though, okay?
And then you have the mountain ranges next to it.
And then you have lakes, like fresh
They have
water.
a lot of lakes, all right?
Lots of water.
We just came back from the waterfall where we saw this running from.
And then fun fact is that the water is so pure here in Iceland.
You could just drink it.
That you can drink it from the tap, you can drink it straight from the river. You never buy bottled water here in Iceland, because another part of it is that because of the volcanic activity, the water goes on the ground and it's filtered by the volcanic rocks.
And the glacier.
And the glaciers, yep. So all of that purifies
And it is
naturally.
so cool and smooth and just like, I've never said this about water, but it was delicious, okay?
Yup.
The water was delicious. Hello everybody, we are at the top of the hill. We finally made it. Yeah, we came from all the way down there. Yeah, all the way down there. So my mom was better than me pretty much. I was dying, and maybe that's because I'm still kind of tired. But it was actually kind of fun. We had a lot of rough terrain to pass through.
Just show them what we came up and what we're looking at.
Is what we went through. We went through all these rocks, and we came from all the way down there. All the way down there. You see those tiny little dots? That's where we were just only a couple minutes ago. And we wanted to show you guys what we had to go through for this amazing view, which is honestly kind of worth it. We have very big plains and basically a huge ocean-like lake over there. It's the biggest lake. And we also have a mountain over there, a snowy mountain back there, I don't know if you can see it, and a huge mountain range area all around here.
And all these mountains were created from volcanoes. Don't forget that part.
I totally did. And now that you look at them, they do look a tad bit strange.
But now we're gonna go.
Yeah, and we're gonna go on the 40-minute bus ride back to Reykjavik.
I think it's an hour. So
Oh,
yeah,
it's an hour.
we're heading back to Reykjavik, which is the capital of Iceland, and hopefully we'll get some food, and then we'll go back to our hotel, and then we'll chill.
Yeah, but this was a wild experience with wildflowers and wild winds and even wilder walks.
So this is Kayla and Tanika sending you love from Iceland.